What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook pals? Let's plug the bunny with another unboxing, and we have another one in our Christmas series, focusing on the Rolife kits this year, just because they have so many diverse products on a varying level of difficulty and accessibility. So I thought it would be good to show all the different things they have that you can get in. I was able to get my hands on a bunch of their Christmas products. Some are new for this year, some have been around for a couple of years. So this is one of their newer products. You can see it's the same branding as the sweet shop that we did last time. So looking at this, we have our gingerbread house. This did go up to a 3-star difficulty. I do like how they have the full dimensions on the front. On the back, I really like the color scheme and the theme packaging that they decided to do. I think it's a little nicer, a little more vibrant than their solid brown boxes with the white sleeves. So let's get into it and see what we got in here. All right, we have our Rolife instruction manual with our standard icon sheet and safety instructions, which I'll get rid of. I do like how in this series they are going absolutely full color on the instruction manuals. Every single piece is colored, so you don't have to worry about orientation, again, building that accessibility. I also really like how for each step they have the final product. They have all the materials that you're going to use from the different sections, and then all your sequential steps on how to build it. Again, really falling into that accessibility and that friendliness and I guess really accessibility is the best way to say it, right? This is not, doesn't mean it's easy. It just means it's not complicating the process, and it's making the process as simple as possible for a novice user and an advanced user, because an advanced user can then take these pieces, customize this kit, but the process on how to build it is not going to be, foreign. All right. I do like the packaging on here. It does seem like it's real fake brands, if that makes any sense. We got lots of different traditional foods for the holidays. Looks like there's a lot going on here. So lots of detail in a small area. I also do like this cutaway thing here. And just moving that sheet away, I mean, we have a plethora of 3D pieces. Again, a silica gel pack in here, just like in the last one. I'm not sure what that's about. We got our light fixture. We have our single light to our battery box. No touch sensor, which I like because I get rid of them anyway. I don't know why they have a screw on these battery boxes. I don't know what they're afraid of happening. It looks like a drawer pull here. One LED for this whole thing I'm not crazy about, so you know me, when I build this I'm probably going to rewire it. Yeah, so that's that. Plastic tweezers, because again, we're leaning into the entry level, maybe a younger group of people. Lots of 3D elements. I see a Swiss roll here. We see some gingerbreads. I see some pastries. I don't know if these are going to be separated at some point. Our peppermint sticks are already pre-cut. A paper and foil straw, which gives me a weird feeling in my mouth because, I'm sorry, I'm going to take a stand here. Paper straws, absolutely horrible, terrible. More 3D objects here, and the Gundam builder in me is loving seeing plastic sprues to cut out. So if you don't already have those, recommend picking up a pair of side nippers. They are very good for taking care of those plastic sprues. All right. We also have a lot of pre-cut pieces. All right. Something I've noticed a little bit more with Rolife kits. I noticed it in their Venice kit. We saw it last time with the Speed Shop kit. Also, they label these bags 2 and 3. It's probably how we're going to help identify them. Okay. Let's skip to the bottom, because we always like to do our runners last. So some other user-friendly things here. When they have the pre-cut pieces, you're usually going to find in a Rolife kit a sheet that looks like this. Okay, what is this? Don't worry, these are not decals that you have to cut out. It's not paper craft that you need to cut out and then turn into an adhesive backer. As much as I love a Xyron, you do not need a sticker maker for this. What this is a map for these pieces. So if you pre-print the piece in a full color, you don't want to write a part number on it, because then you're defeating the purpose of having a full solid color object. So what you can do is you take a piece like this orange one and we line it up with our sheet, and we know that this piece is P23. Okay, we know that this piece right here is P9. All right, so this is a guide that lets us identify our pre-cut pieces, which I think is a very nice feature. So we also have our paper craft, okay, and our paper craft is in here with our decals. I'm going to cut it just because I don't want to expose that adhesive. Okay, we're going to just cut it there, and we're going to cut it here, and hopefully not cut ourselves. All right. Now, hopefully this holds true for this kit that was from the last kit. If any of you have watched my videos before, you know one of my favorite things feature in any kit, you see it in Rolife and Tone Shear a lot, is the perforated edges on folded paper craft, right? Helps you get crisp edges, helps you get everything squared, helps you get things to the right size, okay? It's a wonderful, wonderful feature. But you'll notice it's not on these. There's no scoring here. But I'm gonna hope when you flip it over, yep, we see they came up with a new way of doing it. So the back of these is actually scored. So that means you can fold it. We don't have, you'll get the crisp edges. Everything will fold exactly where it's supposed to fold. It'll fold at the correct angle. It'll fold at the correct length. But you don't have the giveaway of a perforated edge. So that's really awesome. Another really cool thing I noticed is the brand on all these fake brands is Rolife. So we have Sweet Rolife right here. We have Cocoa Christmas Cookies. We have Dessert for You. We have Rolife Cookies here. We have Rolife Baking Memories. And they actually have nutritional values on the back, so that's neat attention to detail. We have some more paper craft here. Again, you can see those score lines right there. And then we have our regular decals, festive flavors, peppermint Christmas bites, our temperature gauge for our coffee machine, Puff Tower gifts area, and heart chocolate, candy, and candy floss. Nice. All right, and then let's end like we always do with our runners. All right. Do this in a way where we don't damage the pieces. All right, clearly this is going to be our base. Bases are always nice and thick. We said this was last time 4mm, so nice and thick. Oh, you know what we have right here? Everybody knows what this is. This is our inadequate square of sandpaper, so we're going to sacrifice it and get rid of it because that's all it's good for. We have a nice giant sheet of double-sided tape. I know some of you guys don't like this, but I'm telling you, this is the secret weapon. Okay, it is good for so many things, and the best thing it's going to be useful for right here is this. All right, common thing I see in the subreddit all the time, people complaining about how difficult it is, and justifiably so, to put windows on to wood, right? This does not want to glue, especially if it's a curve of some kind, and half the glues that actually work to adhere it fog it up because of the chemical composition. So instead of doing that, use the double-sided tape strips, okay? And if you really, really don't like these, send me a message. I will pay you to ship them to me because you can't really find them this well without being cut, or being pre-cut, and I use these all the time. And this is a giant sheet, and this makes me very happy. I might just buy another one of these kits just for more of the tape. I'm kidding. I'm not that bad with my money, though. If you've seen my backlog, you know I'm not exactly good with it. And then we have our standard Rolife mix. So we have, what we don't have? We don't have the super thin Rolife. We also have a loose piece, which I'm not used to seeing in a Rolife kit. But we have our usually these are pretty thin, but this is on the thicker side. We got our traditional 3mm stuff, and then we have our very common Rolife of the 3mm with the paper printed on top, rather than a decal printed directly on, graphics printed directly on there. I do like that with these, they do have a sheet or two of double-sided. Again, there's a lot of 3D objects in here, and a lot of those pre-cut pieces, and that's going to do a lion's share of the work in terms of the graphics here. So you're not worried too much of the double-sided printing, because in terms of traditional construction, we're going to be doing a little less here. So I'm curious to see how a kit that doesn't come with any glue and only comes with double-sided tape is going to accommodate all these pre-cut pieces, which will probably have to be glued together. So make sure you pick up yourself some B7000. Okay, make sure you have your Beacon 3-in-1, your Aliens Tacky. I haven't picked up any Barely yet, but I know people love the Barely crafting glue. But yeah, so this is another entry into the Rolife Christmas series. So far we've taken a look at the two book nooks, the inner, inside the house, and the Christmas street. We've taken a look at the Christmas candy stand, and now we've taken a look at the gingerbread house. Please join us in the subreddit. We have events going on all throughout the holiday season into next year. And do me a favor, in the comments below, tell me which kits that are coming out soon or are already out that you would like to see me unbox. Help me figure out what to do next. Thank you for now. If you choose to go with this, I'll put the link in the description below, and have a very happy holiday.